I think a lot of people, when they purchase their gas, think that that's where they're actually paying the government for their gas tax fee, but that's not the case. So the fuel tax is not collected from drivers at the pump. It's collected from, in the state of Utah, we use the term, it's collected at the rack. And so for us, we have about 20 distributors in the state of Utah. Now it's, based on the size of the state, you're gonna have different amount of distributors, but that's where we collect that fuel point. So it is a very efficient collection system. And that's really one of the great benefits of the excise tax, is that it is simple and it is cost effective to collect. And we've obviously been doing it for a long time, ever since the state of Oregon was the first state to implement a fuel tax increase. Moving from, for us in the state of Utah, we've got about 3 million vehicles in the state. So moving from 20 collection points to maybe potentially up to 3 million collection points, much more complex, much more costly. And so I think that's a really important point that we're trying to address. We're trying to drive those overhead costs down to be able to increase the efficiency. So I have a great deal of confidence that with technology, we would be able to do that. When you think about, other companies like, my cell phone provider, they're certainly collecting, they have a lot of points of collections, and they've made that collection system very efficient. So, but that is an area that is going to take a lot of work for us to work through between the states and the federal government to create a much more efficient process than is currently being used.